Yo, it's your boy, back here again. So look, I started the whole game. I just did those glitches, right? I did the glitches, and like I already beat the game, but I wanna do it for the YouTube channel. I wanna complete the whole game for the YouTube channel. Sorry if I hear my chair in the background. My sopranos. That's the defender. I'm about to do something real fast, so yeah.
Extra! Extra! Help benefits! Extra! Extra! Read all about... Hey, watch it, mister! Read all about it! Bill Williamson's gang terrorizes New York City! Extra!
I'm back. Sorry about the wait.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. but you only have to ask me if you need help.
Nah. Train, like, they was being too loud, so.
Mr. Martin, over here!
Bro, Jake is really getting it. Bro, he's smart.
Alrighty, Mr. Marston, let's get.
Feel like busting her out of.
Take it slow on the way out of
I've
town.
been
No need
waiting
to
to
kick up a lot of
shoot
dust.
these fellas for so long. Feel like busting her
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been
Guys,
abandoned
I'm sorry,
for
bro.
years now.
I played this
Folks
game
say it was
my
built
whole
during
life,
the Mexican
basically,
War.
and,
What kind of soldiers around back then?
pretty much
Why'd
every
they
word
leave?
in the beginning of the
I
game.
ain't
So that's
entirely
my bad.
sure.
And,
I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps,
Well,
but...
he ain't been friends for a long time.
Giddy up.
feel like busting her out of the shoes.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like
Bro.
beef Flanders. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Easy.
Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram
first
from some
time I ever
Blackwater
played
big
this
bugs
game
asking for a guide.
in
I guess it's none of my business.
16.
That's right.
So I kept on playing it through all the years, like till this day. I'm playing this on the
Yeah.
PS4. I have a PS4.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
It was
Nope.
standing up.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me, there's things you're better off not knowing.
Please don't shoot me,
Come on.
Mr. Marston. I'm just an old fool. I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill.
Feel like a busting her out of her shoes.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on.
Feel like busting her out of her shoes. I've been waiting to. I did not mean to do that.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Do you even know where you're going?
Victor, why don't you close it?
Where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Come on then. I'll show you around the property. Yeah!
This weather makes a man happy to be alive.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
I think that's like back in the day. Right, this was in 1911.
And here's the corral.
So
This one's for the horses.
that
What
would
do
be
you think?
hard to build.
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more
Because
horses.
there's like nothing to
Now, where'd you get
like,
such an idea?
Like there was hammers, but you had to buy the wood, pick it up one by
Come on,
one.
boys.
Start. I mean, they're much pre-cut.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished. Bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Yeah.
I think that's the only house in the farm's world.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Let's go.
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Nah, we're gonna do drugs.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful.
Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Feel like busting her out of her shoes. Yeah, I feel like
Right. Follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
oh my god, bro. This
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
we ain't no team. We'll never be a team.
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with that, will you? Better choose rabbits than outlaws, I see. Come on. Time to put that bloodlust into good use.
No, ain't none of them things get away.
Whoa. Come on. Whoa.
All the chickens were saved.
Whoa! You handle yourself well. I thought we was gonna lose some chickens for sure. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room.
Bro.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you
Bro,
here.
Bonnie
We'll do whatever
likes
we
me.
can to help you.
She wants to
I sure
eat
appreciate
me
that, Miss
up.
McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston.
This part
Makes me kind of happy.
yeah, bro. No, let's skip that part. Let me see. Save. As y'all can see, like I already beat it and everything like that. So, like that's my last save, bro. Feel like busting her out of a sauce. Come on. Last thing to get some money though, so. First, nah. Honestly.
Whoa there.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts. of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Let's go.
How those injuries feeling, Mr. Marston? Yeah!
Should I wait for you to catch up? Come on.
Oh, John. Bro, when John races, bro, he's like,
Would you like me to slow down?
he's like the most funniest
Come.
person. And sometimes the most
Are you saving the best for last? How you doing back there? Yeah.
But I
Come on. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland.
nobody, please.
You're lucky I'm being a gentleman. Jingle those spurs, Miss McFarland.
I actually gotta beat her. She had to leave, bro. If I knocked her off, she probably died. I messed up, and I'm still in the lead.
Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Full speed, bro. You ready?
Yeah.
So go. Yeah. I'll turn the dust.
That was fun.
Man, you on my meat? So 2 more missions. Two more missions, then. So this one.
Ah,
then
Mr.
the
Marston,
Marshall
how are
mission,
you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
Marshall mission,
I'm well.
Then
Would you mind riding with me to Armor?
that's the end
Take
of
the
this
driver's
video.
seat, come on!
I gotta get done to editing this video today.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzer food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, Miss.
Stop.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, Miss. I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, Miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, Miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are 2 theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving
And
me
it's
into
crazy. This is the
town.
exact same wagon that John Marston was in when he got
Well,
shot.
you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
So this is Armadillo.
It's excellent.
Howdy, friend.
I hope that helps.
Thanks a lot.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice.
Oh, I guess one more. Yeah.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Let's head over to the saloon. Slow it down there, Marston. It ain't a race.
Feel like buzzing.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. Damn, he's seen it. Come on, don't lose him.
Yeah. If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality, and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walt gang's been closed fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Shola Springs, Gap Tooth Bridge, these boys get around. Walt's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Hello there. Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon.
Are you having fun yet? That's enough!
I hate this Halloween, bro. Hold on.
Benefits of this thank you.
Why don't you try pointing at somebody before you pull the trigger, genius? Just walk left now. Try to take him alive. Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're...
Buzzing, kind of a shoes.